What's good, everybody? It's John. I come back at you another video. So this video I wanted to talk about fulfillment and to explain to you guys how to find fulfillment in life. So fulfillment is about being happy. It's about feeling whole and complete on the inside. And it's about living your life and have it feel meaningful. And I know in today's society, for a lot of people, they feel as though they're there might be instances in their life, like different moments of their life, or they may feel so far as a collective that their life has not entirely felt meaningful or felt purposeful. And I want this video to highlight to you how to how to actually find fulfillment in life. And fulfillment in life can be found with the three C's, right? So I'm going to break it down to try to make it as simple as possible, easy to understand and follow along, so that you can begin taking the necessary steps, the appropriate steps to begin creating a fulfilling life for yourself. So, fulfillment in life can be created with the three C's. And the three C's are, and I'll give you the three C's right now, and then we'll break down each of them individually. So, three C's are creating, connecting, and contributing, right? The three C's to fulfillment are, once again, creating, connecting, and contributing. So the first C of creating. You first and foremost want to be creating. The reason for this is because you are a creator, right? The same way how when you were born, right? Of course, your parents created you. You were born looking like your parents, right? You probably share a lot of the same behavioral patterns as your parents, or you might share the same personality. Of course, you look like your parents, right? You, because you are a product of your parents, a lot of their genetics and things that their mannerisms, the way they operate, a lot of that is in you. The same idea. So just like how you're similar to your parents, right? Because you share the DNA, right? The same way how in many religious scriptures, how we are created by God, or we are created by a higher power, right? So if there is a power that created everything, created us all, and we're their creation, then by default, we have to have some of that creative gift within us, some of that creative ability. Same way how a lot of the components from your parents are within you, is my belief the same way that a lot of the creative gifts from the creator is within you, because you are created by the creator, right? And you know that you have creative gifts and abilities within you because you have the ability to think for yourself. You have the ability to reason as a human being, but also, more importantly, you have access to a mind that has the ability to you. It has an imagination. So with the imagination, you can create anything you want in your mind. Literally anything you can think of, anything. You can create something in your mind that hasn't been seen yet in the world, that hasn't been brought to the physical world yet. You can create anything you want using your mind, using your imagination. So that means that you are, in fact, a creator. And the first C, which is creating, you want to be creating. The reason why you want to be creating is because having the freedom to create means that you can head in whatever direction you want to head into, right? And the reason why you want to be creating is because you are your own unique person. You have your own unique perspective. You have your own unique preferences. You should be creating what it is that makes you happy, or you need to be creating what you want to create. And the reason for this is because you've never liked being told what to do. No one has ever liked being told what to do by someone else. And I'll give you a perfect example. How many times have you decided, that you had a really good idea and you told someone else about your good idea because you wanted to hear their opinion? And basically they responded that they didn't think it was a good idea, or that you shouldn't do that, or like, right? And when you've been told that, you felt bad. Why? Because that is essentially your creation being thwarted. That's you choosing what it is that you want to experience, what it is that you want to be, to have experience, and you told someone or asked someone for their opinion and they basically told you no because they didn't agree with it, and that made you feel bad, and you feeling bad is a sign that that goes against who you are and who you want to be, right? So when creating, you want to be creating whatever it is that doing whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that you're gifted at, whatever it is that you're talented at. Because if you do something that makes you happy, we were put here on this earth to experience outrageous joy. So if you're doing things that make you happy, then you're essentially living in your purpose. You are doing what you were meant to be doing here on earth, which is to enjoy this existence. So creating means you're using your imagination, using your ideas, your thoughts to begin making something that makes you happy, that you enjoy doing, right? So that's the first step to fulfillment, right? Because if you create what you want, then you're experiencing happiness, right? The next step is connecting. Connecting means that you are essentially having relationships with other people, right? That you're connecting with other people. And this is fulfilling, or this is one of the components towards fulfillment, because we do not live here on this earth alone, right? We share this entire planet alongside 8 billion other people, and having human connection is part of our happiness, our human experience, right? We want to have genuine connection, strong connections with other people, because that means a lot to us to know that there's other people out there who are similar to us, or who operate the way that we do, or who are also great people, right? We enjoy surrounding ourselves with other people. We enjoy learning about other people, right? And experiencing life and the world and earth with other people. Now, there's some people who might think that, that if money wasn't an issue, that they would just buy a remote island and get away from everyone and live on the island by themselves. And that might sound good, but after a few days or a few weeks or however much time, at some point, being alone, you're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel isolated. And that is not, beneficial to the human experience. We as humans, we enjoy and we appreciate being around other people, other walks of life, right? And you want to connect with other people. That is part of being fulfilled, right? That's why you want to have family members, ideally people who are good people, right? If they're bad people, that's a different story, right? Of course, I don't think anyone wants bad people around them, but it's like you would want to have a loving family that loves you and cares for you, right? That you care for them and they care for you, right? You would want a lover or a family, like children, right? Or etc., right? You guys get there, right? You want to be connecting with other people because that is part of life. Now, the last C is contributing. So by contributing, I'm referring to you leaving your fingerprints or your imprint on the world itself. See, people have this faulty belief that because they live in a world where there's 8 billion other people, that these people think that there's nothing special to them, that they're insignificant, that they're not meant to accomplish anything or to ever beat anyone in this lifetime, and that couldn't be further from the truth, right? You want to be doing something that allows you to contribute to the world, that allows you to feel as though you're contributing to the world. Because what you need to understand is, whatever it is that you do, anything that you do, you are in fact contributing to the world. You can wake up, leave your home, and take the bus and literally smile at someone. You can just smile, you don't have to say a word. And that right there is you contributing to the world, because you've made a difference in someone else's life. Something so small, something so simple, that is you, and that is a way of you contributing. Anytime you interact with other people, that's you contributing. Some people, when they have dialogue or when they're with other people, they might do things negatively, which is taking away from contribution, right? So that's not helping to help themselves feel fulfilled. But if you're contributing to the other people and to the world positively, then that's when you'll feel fulfilled. Now, of course, you feel most fulfilled when you combine all three, right? if you're ideally doing something that you love and enjoy, and it's able to bring people together, and it's also able to contribute to the world, then that is when you feel most fulfilled, because then you feel as though what you do is important, and it is important to the world. And it truly is, right? Even if you're doing something that most people would seem to be labeled as like insignificant, right? It still makes a difference, right? If I use an example of, let's just say I am a painter, right? Like I paint on canvases and I make portraits, whatever. Me painting, that's me creating. That's me using my imagination, my thoughts, everything to put down the image that I have in my mind on a canvas, right? Then art is, of course, subjective, but the purpose of art is also, art is typically open to interpretation from the person that is like viewing the art, right? So everyone can receive a different message from art, but art connects people because there are people out there in the world that are passionate about art. And even if someone isn't necessarily passionate about art, it can still be a subject of discussion or a topic of discussion, right? Et cetera, et cetera. So of course that art alone can bring people together, right? People can go to museums, people can do all right. Like art is everywhere. So we know that art can connect people. And right for the last C of contributing, it's like the art that you've created, if you sell it to someone, that art can be in that person's home for the rest of their lives. And now it's like a piece of you exists in that person's home that they see every single day. Or your piece of art can end up landing in a museum where tourists from all over the world travel to see your art and resonate with your work. And there's people who really, really benefit from the art that you have displayed, because maybe your art has changed their perspective, or maybe your art has helped them in some sort of way, right? Like this is the key to fulfillment and to live a fulfilling life. It's with the 3 C's. It's with creating, connecting, and contributing, right? You want to be creating something that makes you happy, creating what is that you want to create, because everyone is different. Everyone has their preferences of what they want to do and what they want to do, right? We don't like being told what to do. We don't like being forced to do what other people tell us to do, right? We've never liked being told by other people what we should be doing. We want to do what makes us happy. And so if you were able to close your eyes and choose something that you would like to do, that you would do, have money not been a factor in an object, right? Like you could do anything in the world and you choose that one thing that makes you happy, right? You doing that, you are going to have the most creative juices flowing because it makes you happy. So when you're at your happiest, that's when you're at your best. So you'll be creating your best work. So whatever it is that you create, you want to make sure it somehow, some way can allow you to connect with other people, because we as humans appreciate genuine connection. We want to connect with other people. We want to have relationships with other people. We want to, meet people from all walks of life and continue learning and growing, because we all live on this planet together. So we as humans want genuine connections with other people. We don't want to be isolated. And the third component here is contributing, right? We want to make sure we are contributing to the overall well-being and growth of the world, right? We want to feel as though we're contributing to society, because that's what makes us happy, right? I think about it all the time, like for certain musicians, when they drop an album, how it feels like the world stops to listen to the music. And when the world listens to the music, it's just amazing to see how how music brings people together, right? Like music has people dancing, or playing music in their car, and people are just like celebrating, screaming the lyrics, or people are going out dancing and clubbing and they're hearing their favorite songs. How it's bringing people together, and then also how it contributes to the well-being of the world. How, for if we use like an artist like Bad Bunny for an example, right? He's a Puerto Rican artist, so when his album releases, it ends up being pretty much like the national anthem of the entire island, and people are just dancing. It's bringing people together, right? Like, just imagine how you would feel if you created an album, created music, right? These are ideas that are in your mind that, almost as if you were pulling it out of thin air, because that's what thoughts and ideas are. They basically come to you as if it were like out of thin air. You were able to create music, which is, just instruments and words, to release an album, and that album is essentially moving an entire, it's connecting people, it's bringing people together, it's moving an entire country, an entire island forward, right? You would feel so fulfilled if you knew what you did meant so much to other people, right? And that is the contribution aspect of it. You're pushing the world, pushing other people forward, you're pushing the world forward, you're making a difference in the lives of other people. That must feel like an extremely fulfilling moment when that happens, right? And I want you to be able to have that for yourself too, for you to be doing what makes you happy, doing what you enjoy, doing what you love, and have that thing bring other people together and contribute to the well-being of the world. It's no different with sports, as well, right? Of course, sports athletes are doing what they enjoy. They're connecting with other people because other people are sports fanatics and going to watch them play and all these things, and then it's contributing to the well-being of the world because sports provide people with entertainment, but it provides people with storylines, right? Of the David and Goliath storyline of this underdog finally overachieving and breaking through and becoming the champion, right? Like, that serves as a life story and motivation and inspiration for other people, right? So this is how to live a fulfilling life. It truly doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. It's just as long as what it is that you do is what makes you happy and makes you, if it's something you enjoy, something you love, and if it's able to make a difference in the lives of other people, then that is how you find fulfillment in your life and honestly just create so much happiness and joy for the world. So I rest up the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as you're on the road to a million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.